Hello, welcome, God bless you. So I've heard of sanctuary cities, sanctuary states, but this week you can add sanctuary churches. So this video will be on the invaders, aka illegal immigrants, undocumented workers. They're criminals. So versus the homeless. So there's an ever increasing movement among churches to stand with criminals, to house criminals. They're literally housing them. The article I read was stating this one church was asking the community for money, so upwards of like $4,000, so they could put a shower and bathroom on their grounds, so these people could be housed right next to the youth center. And yeah, but they want to retrofit the church so it can house illegals. They also are getting illegals lawyers. And of course, they're going on about how Trump is separating them. Where was all this outrage under Clinton? Under Obama? It's sort of fishy. You're only outraged now under Trump. So, but yeah. Let me tell you, churches are not helpful when you're homeless. I've had pretty much crap experience across the board with churches, between being completely disrespectful, rude, and just heartless. It's just crazy. I mean, even like the one time, because I was told, go to this one church, because this gal knew a gal who had parked there for a while on the side of the church. And when I asked the woman, I thought she's gonna have a stroke. Oh my gosh! It's like, whoa, calm down. If it's not okay with you, breathe. It's not like I'm gonna be barked here 24/7 either. It's like, this is just a nighttime parking spot. But yeah, big and small, churches really are not helpful. And yet they're bending over backwards for criminals now. And this is a long running issue. And like with the lawyers, I can't remember their letters, but they're highly left. They have open ties to communism. They always represent anyone who's evil, wayward, twisted, whatever you want to call it. They sued a rancher in Arizona because illegals would stop on his ranch and use the well for water, and so he capped it off. And he had every right to cap it off, especially when he has criminals trespassing on his property. They not only are they trespassing America, but they're trespassing this man's property and taking goods from it. Somehow that was evil in the eyes of this lawyer group in the left. They sued the guy a while ago. I don't remember how it wound up, but I know I've called that agency going, hey, the homeless really need your help. We can't legally sleep at night. We can't legally wash up and such. They want nothing to do with the homeless. They'll go to bat for non-citizens, but they leave actual citizens to hang. And with Malibu is a town in LA County. It's where excessively wealthy people tend to keep a house. And when I say excessively wealthy, there's one strip of beach where it's nicknamed the Billionaire's Beach, because basically everyone that owns a house on that strip is a billionaire. So Malibu the other year officially became a sanctuary city before California even became a sanctuary state. So, and Malibu was very like, we have to embrace these people. We're going to stand with these people. They're very pro-invaders. Of course, from what I see, they love to hire them and then pay them half the amount of money they would actually pay a citizen. Because when you see buses, and they have buses going to Malibu, and they have stops in how would you say? It's all extremely wealthy, but residential neighborhoods, like with no businesses anywhere near it, they have bus stops in it. It's just like, wow. And when you see the buses, you're really not seeing tourists. You're just seeing a bunch of brown people. So Malibu, typical left, has massive commitment to these invaders who have no respect for our culture or nation. And yet, in among this time period, while they were deeming themselves a sanctuary city for invaders. At the same time, they were pressuring a church on the far end of town who once a week, one time a week, offered food to the homeless. They really pressured them to stop that, because that was causing the homeless to come in the community, and they don't really want that. Homeless are already in that community. But yeah, somehow if you're homeless and want one meal a week, that's too much for Malibu. They really don't want anyone other than brown people and millionaires and billionaires. The disloyalty this nation has to its own citizens is really upsetting. Hi again. So this is just really offensive and really an issue that America as a whole will not, like, they won't put in a bathroom for us, but they will do it for non-citizens. They go to bat for the non-citizens who are crashing our culture, crashing our economics, just crashing us on every side, and yet you stand one with them while you double down and attack the homeless even more. And for everyone who goes, oh, they add so much to the community, please go like to city data or whatever you want to and compare crime stats to a white community in America versus a mainly Mexican community. The crime levels that are just reported, who knows how much isn't reported, they're off the records. And things do get violent. I saw a report, I know, on the difference between living in El Paso versus the Mexican town right on the other side. The violence is so stunning. The fact that these people are coming to America illegally and they're bringing their kids with them. And I mean, having them being separated has been happening for decades. And I know I saw one report on CNN, and the ICE agent actually said girls regularly, the teenage girls and young girls are put on birth control because being raped coming through Mexico is par for course. So it's just disheartening, the loyalty, the acceptance, and the amount of money and effort you will put behind non-citizens, all while clubbing to death your own citizens, your fellow citizens. There's absolutely no reason why churches across the country can't have a shower for the homeless. There's so many places that you could help. There's so many areas that between bathrooms and showers. I mean, it's yet again an absolute disconnect seeing your fellow citizen as a human. You have no problem seeing brown people as human, but your own fellow citizen, and there's a ton of white people in homelessness. The programs, public programs, and even private programs are aimed at Mexicans, blacks, and mothers. And who are the majority when you see homeless? White males, with a few white females thrown in there. Your hatred and discrimination and your double standards really are not okay.